everybody. Welcome. It's time once again for some virtual yoga from the battery. My name's Rene. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. You know, one thing that's kind of good, something that's kind of good about this virtual yoga tonight versus the real thing is that I don't know what's happening at the battery itself, but at my place it's raining. It's raining like crazy. We probably would have been rained out tonight. Anyway, because we're indoors doing this on the Facebook Live. So thanks again, everybody, for joining me for a little yoga tonight. So make any final arrangements you need to around your space, or get your device set up, or grab your mat if you're using one, and let's get started, shall we? Okay, I'm going to back up to my mat, and we'll start with a little opening meditation as always. So find a comfortable seat. And know that that comfortable seat changes from week to week or from day to day. So just because you sat a certain way last week doesn't mean you're going to sit the same way this week. We are going to sit for a few moments, so make sure however you sit that it promotes a bit of ease in your body. Take a moment to connect with the energy around your spine. You want it to feel relatively straight. And then take a moment to relax your upper body, especially your arms and your hands. And then finally move that attention to your face, softening your gaze, looking downward, or allow your eyes to gently shut. When we come into stillness, it's a signal or a sign to our mind and our body that we're starting to narrow our attention. That instead of reaching outward, we're turning inward. Over the next few breaths, even narrowing your attention further through the stillness, centering your attention on your in-breath and out-breath as it comes naturally in and out through your nose. Through a yoga practice or meditation practice, you can find a beautiful place of balance, a place that we can express both the ease and comfort or relaxation sides of our being, as well as the more active and strong aspects of self. Through our practice, we can find that sweet spot in the middle, displaying both the sukha, the ease and joy of movement, as well as the sthira, the strength or effort required for some of the postures. So tonight we're going to start a little differently with a breathing technique or pranayama technique that promotes this sense of balance. So we come into our practice feeling balanced, feeling that middle road. And it's called Nadi Shodhana. It translates as alternate nostril breathing in English. I'll take a moment to set it up, but it's well worthwhile. It's a great breathing technique if you ever feel out of sorts or out of balance. So the first thing is you're going to take your right hand. Now I'm actually using my right hand. I'm not mirroring you, so make sure you're actually using your right hand. You're going to take your middle and index fingers and rest them lightly on your brow center, the space in between your eyebrows, just gently touching your forehead. No need to press, just gently rest them there as a guide. And once your hand is up there, you can use your thumb to gently press your right nostril closed. And you can use your ring finger or a combination of your ring and your index finger to close off your left nostril. So the breathing technique is called alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to take turns breathing through our nostrils. So take your peace sign fingers, middle and index fingers, relax them gently on your forehead. And take your index finger, your pinky and your ring finger and gently close off your left nostril. Big inhale through the right. Use your thumb to close off both nostrils. Exhale out of the left nostril. Now stay on the left. Inhale through the left. Close off both of your nostrils. Exhale out of the right. Stay on the right side. Inhale through the right. Close off both. Exhale out of the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close off both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close off both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close off both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close off both. Exhale left. Moving through a couple more rounds on your own. When we breathe through each nostril individually, it balances out the left and right sides of your body. It also balances the left and right hemispheres of your brain. Balances the masculine and the feminine, the ease and the effort, the yin and the yang. So coming into our practice fully balanced. It's also a wonderful way if you're developing a seated meditation practice, but sometimes maybe your energy isn't there. You're either too tired or too energetic to sit still. Do a few rounds of this alternate nostril breathing to bring yourself into a place of balance and set yourself up for a successful practice. Now, coming towards the end, the next time that you exhale out of your right nostril, breathing out through the right, relax your hand, release the breathing practice. Perhaps lower your gaze and notice the breath as it comes in and out of both nostrils now. You may notice something different. It may feel exactly the same. Both are just fine. Now let's move this connection to breath into our physical body by moving with the rhythm of our breathing. We'll start with a few cat-cows. Or, if you'd like, you can make some rotational movements. Cat-cow, you exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest, round your back. Inhale and sway your back, drop your belly, let your hips and your heart come up. Exhale as you round, displaying some effort as you pull in. And then as you inhale, you extend out and find some ease, balancing the yin and the yang in each of our postures. So cat-cow might be working for you, or perhaps you like to make some big U shapes or figure eights or circles with your hips. And again, a lot of this depends on what you're doing all day, what you did before class, or kind of where your stuck energy is or tension in the body. And for each of us, it's going to be different. So before we move into Surya Namaskar, sun salutation and variations, it's important that you kind of find out where you're at, kind of calibrate your spine. Sometimes twisting feels nice. Do what's called thread the needle. Inhale, extend one arm up, kind of like a bird wing. And as you exhale, slide it underneath the other arm, palm faces up, and drop your ear and your shoulder down to the ground. Opposite arm can wrap behind your back, deepening the twist, or you can reach your arm in front. And make sure that if you do thread the needle that you do the other side. When you twist on one side, you want to make sure you twist on the other. But if you're not doing thread the needle, don't worry about it. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. And breathe and start to connect. Especially nowadays when we're spending a bit more time on screens and computers. Yeah, it's nice to kind of connect with our body, and yoga promotes that healthy balance. Yeah. Between the mind, the body, and the finishing whatever moves you'd like to. And now tuck your toes, lift your hips up into the air, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, looking at your navel or your belly button. Bend your knees or shift your hips from side to side. Or if this feels a little intense, you can always substitute, dropping down to your knees instead of downward facing dog. The next time that you breathe out, look forward to your heels up and start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. We're going to relax in a forward fold. Uttanasana, standing forward bend. The sthira, or the effort in this posture, is in your big toes. You really want to feel your big toes anchoring down into the earth. And the ease of the sthira, or sukha, is in your upper body. Allow your upper body to relax down. Soften your knees all the way up. Get really long. Then exhale, swan dive forward. Same movements again. Inhale, half lift. Extend. Exhale, bow in. A little deeper. Inhale, rise all the way up. One more time through half sun salute. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Look forward. Exhale, bow, and inhale, rise all the way up. Now full Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat. Step your feet back to the back of your mat, top of a push-up. The effort is in your thumb and your index finger, more than the other fingers on your hands. Also, pressing your heels away helps you find that nice flat shape. Then rock your weight into your toes, elbows in, slowly lower yourself down to the ground. You can also put your knees down here too, no big deal. Untuck your toes, inhale, press your chest up, look up towards the sky, up dog. Tuck your toes, press your hips up into the air, gaze at your navel. Downward facing dog, take a couple of breaths. If you are comfortable or familiar with Ujjayi Pranayama, victorious breath, breathing to and from your feet, please switch into it at any time. If you're not familiar with what that is, don't worry about it. Yeah, just breathe in and out through your nose as we move through the practice. Keep your attention focused there to keep you balanced and anchored as we move. Bottom of your exhale, look forward to your hands. Walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Stretch up, look up. Same movements again. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, palms down, step back. High to low, push up. Inhale, chest rises, look up. Exhale, tuck your toes. Inverted V. More breaths. So through this style of practice, we create heat through about 2/3 of the practice. In the last third, we cool ourselves down, doing a lot of yang yoga. And then finding the yin or the ease towards the end. So let the heat come. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Bottom of your exhale, look forward to your hands. Walk your feet up. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Time through Surya A. Exhale, bow forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, palms down. Step back. High to low push-up. Chaturanga. Dandasana. Inhale, lift your chest up. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, tuck your toes. Hips rise. Adho Mukha Svanasana. A couple of breaths. Bottom of your exhale, look forward to your hands, walk your feet up. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your palms together over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Now, if you're a regular in Yoga at the Battery, I'm bringing something back, but it might just be this week only. Just saying, yeah, a little bit of a squat, a little bit of Malasana, yogi squat, so hands to your heart. Move your feet about mat width distance apart and turn your toes out. If you want, you drop your fingertips down to the earth for balance, or you keep your hands at your heart. Deep breath in, exhale, bend your knees. Come on down into a squat. Come as low as you can. If you have knee issues and your squat is up higher, and you just put your hands on your thighs and your squat is here, it's all good. It's all good. If your body allows you, drop down a little farther. Hands to your heart. Maybe elbows to the insides of your knees to push your knees away. So we think about this idea of balance in yoga. Yeah, how can we balance through asana or physical postures? We can balance on our feet, doing one-legged postures, standing on one foot at a time and doing different things with our upper body, which we'll explore. We can also balance on our hands. So I thought we would start with a little bit of practicing with arm balance of Bakasana, crow pose. Crow pose. So taking a deep breath in, exhale, lower your palms down to the earth in front of you. And again, the effort is in your thumb and your index finger more than the other fingers on your hands. So place them down and spread your fingers wide. You want a nice wide base to balance on. You might want to straighten your legs for a moment so that you can turn your knees in or shorten your stance so that when you bend your knees touch your triceps, space in between your elbows and your armpits. So imagine as you bend your knees go towards your armpits, but they end up on your triceps. Now you might just be working on this movement, just trying to find the compression with your hands in front of you. And that's cool, just straighten and bend your knees. If you feel pretty good there, then you can lean in. Yeah, start to put more weight into your hands as you shift your weight forward. Keep your gaze looking forward, and then begin to lean forward. Heels are light, toes are heavy. If it starts to get too much, you just try it again, yeah? So again, fingers spread wide. Index finger and thumb firmly rooted. Bend your knees, bring them forward, look forward. Maybe this time as you lean forward, you lift up one foot. See what happens. Release it, come forward. Maybe you lift up the other foot. Maybe you're not lifting your feet at all. That's all right too. Maybe eventually you lean forward and you can pick up both feet. That's expression of crow. Both feet up. And again, that might be happening. It might not. We get stronger just by trying. Yeah? Lower yourself down if you haven't already. You can bring your hands up and start to release. It can be a lot on the wrists, so if you need to shake it out or twist your hands or your wrists in any way to release it, feel free. And then we'll do a couple rounds of Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation, Letter B. Put your hands in front of you. Tuck your toes, step your feet back one at a time. Downward facing dog, bottom of your exhale, look forward. Step towards the top of your space. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your chest up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms can be up, hands to your heart, or hands to your hips. Now the sthira, or the effort, is in your lower body, specifically your heels. So you really want to press down with your heels to draw energy downward. When you do that, it frees up energy in the upper body. But if you notice when you extend your arms, that it causes tension in your shoulders and you're not paying attention to your heels against the earth, then this isn't the right choice. Yeah, make a different one. Give yourself some ease in the upper body so it gets the attention and focus that it needs in the chair pose. Your next exhale, straighten your legs and fold forward. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, palms down, step back and lower, high to low push-up. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips go into the air. Immediately turn your left toes to the left so your whole left foot is planted on the ground. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Bend your right knee. Inhale, raise your arms up. Look up at your hands. Warrior one. Exhale, lower your hands. Step your right foot back. High to low push-up. Inhale. Up. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up. This time, turn your right toes out. Step your left foot to your hands. Bend your left knee. Strong legs. Inhale, raise your arms up. Gaze at your hands. Warrior one on the left. Exhale, lower your hands. Step back. High to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, and breathe. A little more intensity coming into the practice, a little more sthira, a little more heat. Allow it to come. Then when it's time, allow it to go. Yeah. Bottom of your exhale, look forward to your hands. Step your feet forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your chest up. You decide how high your arms go. And we'll do that again. Exhale, straighten your legs and fold. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, palms down, step back and lower. Take a vinyasa. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hips rise. Plant your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Effort is in the legs in warrior one. Exhale, lower your hands, step back, high to low. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up. Other side, right heel drops, left foot forward. Rise up, warrior one on the left. Exhale, hands down, step back. Vinyasa. Breaths and downward facing dog. Coming back to pause for just a moment. One more time. Through Surya Namaskar, letter B, look forward to your hands. Step your feet forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Inhale, rise up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, straighten your legs. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Left heel plants, right foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Virabhadrasana. Letter A, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva, up dog. Exhale, Adho, down dog. Right heel drops, left foot forward, rise up. Virabhadrasana A on the left. Exhale, hands down, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. And breathe. Yoga practice is a lot like life. There's times where you need to exert a lot of effort. And there's times where you need to exert ease or rest. You have to find that perfect balance of both to reach optimum health and vitality. Bottom of your exhale, look forward to your hands. Walk your feet up. Inhale, lift up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold in Uttanasana, bend your knees. Inhale. the chair. Moving on, exhale, straighten your legs and fold forward. And you step your feet back one at a time, downward facing dog. Now for this first sequence, you can either stay in downward facing dog, or you might want to explore this from an all knees position. First, you decide knees down is a little bit easier. Knees off the floor is a little bit harder. I'm going to throw out a few variations. You do what works for you. The rest behind, okay? So I'm going to do this from down dog, first time through. Inhale, right leg goes up into the air. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Bring it to your tricep like crow pose. Soften your elbows a little bit. See if you can lean in. Maybe you can lift up your left hand. Let's give it a try. Yeah. Inhale, right leg goes behind you. Exhale, bring your right knee underneath your body to touch your left elbow. Kick it across. Inhale, balance on your right arm. Lift your left arm up, fallen star. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, bend your right knee. Stack your right knee to your left. Fire hydrant pose. If you have flip dog in your practice and you want to flip it, flip it. If you don't, don't. Inhale, right leg goes up behind you. Exhale, bring your right foot forward to your hands. All 10 toes pointing in the same direction, forward. Left heel is lifted. Press down with your legs. Inhale, raise your arms up. Crescent lunge pose, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step your right foot back. Downward facing on the left. And this time I'll show it from a knees down position. Yeah? Inhale, left leg stretches back behind you. Exhale, left knee comes into your left elbow. Lean in. And see if you can balance and maybe raise your right arm up. Have a tricky asymmetrical balance. Just see what happens. Inhale, left leg goes behind you. Exhale, draw your left knee under your body to your right elbow. Kick it across. Balance on your left hand. Inhale your right arm up. Fallen star. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left leg. Go. Exhale, bring your left foot forward to your hands. Weight in your legs. Inhale, rise up. Kneeling lunge or full lunge if you're doing the full one. Yeah? Exhale, lower your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Now we're going to add on. So again, knees down. If you're a knee, want your knees up? Do your knees up. You can even switch in between. You decide how much effort you want to exert. It's your practice. All right, right side. Here we go. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. See if you can balance and lift that left arm up. Inhale, right leg behind you. Exhale, right knee under your body. Twist it to your left elbow. Kick it across. Right hand stays down. Inhale your left arm up. Fallen star. It goes behind you. Exhale, bend your right knee. Flip it open. Yeah. Fire hydrant pose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right foot forward. To your hands. Inhale, rise up. High lunge. Adding on. Exhale, right arm goes behind you. Look back at your right hand. Twisted. High lunge. Inhale. Raise both of your arms up as you straighten both of your legs. You're going to pivot to the back of your space. Keep your legs straight. And with an exhale, fold forward. Bring your nose towards your left knee. This is pyramid pose. Now hands can be to the outside of your left foot, or as a variation where you interlace your fingers and place them on the back of your right hamstring. Either way is just fine. Then from here, you're going to press down with your left big toe and slowly come to stand up. Bring your right leg in front of you, standing on your left leg, bringing your right leg in. You can hug the front of your knee, or you can take the peace sign fingers of your right hand, wrap them around your right big toe, and maybe you kick your right foot forward. Maybe you lift your left arm up. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, letter A. Any variation is totally cool. And exhale, lower your hands down towards the back of your space. Step back, downward downward facing dog. We're going to do all that on the left. Inhale, left leg rises up. Exhale, left knee to your left tricep or left elbow. Balance. See if you can raise your right arm up. Lower it down. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, left knee to your right elbow. Kick it across. Balance on your left arm. Inhale, your right arm up, fallen star. Lower your right hand. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, bend your quadrant, or if you're a flip person, you flip it. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step your left foot forward to your hands. Inhale, rise up. High lunge. If you're kneeling, you're going to want to stand up at this point. Exhale, open up to the left. Twisted lunge. Inhale, sweep both of your arms up, straighten your front leg, pivot, pivot. Keep your legs straight. Exhale, fold forward. Pyramid pose, nose towards your knee, hands on either side of your right foot, or hands to the back of your left leg. Now, balancing on our right leg this time. Effort in your right big toe. Inhale, slowly come to stand. Bring your left knee in front of you. Maybe grab your knee and stay here. It's where you feel confident and strong in your breathing. This is where you stay. Otherwise, peace sign fingers, wrap them around your left big toe. Stay here. It's cool. Yeah, kick your left foot forward, raise your right arm up. You decide, but keep the breath moving. Otherwise, the balance is totally off. Yeah. Deep breath in. Whatever your expression is, lower it all down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Adding on just a little more here. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Lean in. Lean in. So you can lift that left arm up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee. Left elbow twisted underneath you. Kick it out. Balance on your right hand. Inhale, your left arm up. Exhale, lower your left hand. Inhale, right leg goes up behind you. Bend your right knee. Roll it open. Or flip if you like to flip. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right foot forward to your hands. Rise up. High lunge. Look up at your hands and exhale. Right hand goes back. Switch your gaze. Back to your right hand. Inhale, both arms sweep up. Look up. Straight legs. Pivot. Pivot. Other side of your mat. Legs straight. And fold. Hands down or hands to your right hamstring. Anchor down with your left big toe. Slowly come to stand up. Right knee in front of you. Wrap your fingers around your right big toe. Kick. Right leg out. Maybe left arm goes up. Or maybe none of that's happening. And that's fine. Now we're adding on slowly and with control. Bend your right knee. Stretch your right leg back as far as you can. Try to keep your right foot lifted if you can. Stretch it back. When you can't go back anymore, then lower your right toes to your mat. Follow it by lowering your right knee down to your mat. Inhale, raise both of your arms up. Kneeling crescent lunge. And we're going to do a little bit of different transitions, so listen up. We're going to sit down on our bottoms behind us. It makes it a little easier if you take your back foot or your right foot and walk it more towards the center of your mat. Press both of your hips back to kind of clear a landing space. Sit down on your bottom. Lift your arms and your legs up. Navasana, boat pose, boat pose. Inhale, half boat. Exhale and twist to one side. Inhale, half. Exhale and twist. Now inhale and come to center. You're going to cross one ankle over the other. And draw your knees and your heels in towards your body. Yeah? Bring it in. Now as you do that, lean forward and plant your hands in front of you. So you're drawing in with the lower body, reaching forward with your upper body. Plant your hands and see if you can keep your ankles crossed and bring your knees near your elbows or your triceps, leaning forward. Maybe finding that crow pose once again. Maybe you're like, no, thank you. That is not going to happen. And that is all right. Just hold your boat. All right, feet down, plant your hands, downward facing dog. Let's do it all on the left, shall we? Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Balance, lean in, so you can get that right arm up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left leg up. Twist it under your body to your right elbow. Kick it out. Inhale, right arm goes up. Fallen star. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Inhale, left leg up. Roll it open, fire hiker pose. Stack your hips or take the back bend by flipping your dog all the way over. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot to your hands. All 10 toes forward. Inhale, rise up. Look up at your hands. Exhale, open to the left. Look back at your left hand. Inhale, sweep your arms up, straighten your front leg, pivot all the way around. Keep your legs straight and fold forward. Pyramid pose. Balancing on your right foot this time. Plant your right big toe. Gently come to stand. Grab your knee. Hang out here. Take your peace sign fingers, wrap them around your big toe. Hang here. Kick out your foot. Raise your right arm up. Or don't. Or don't. One more breath and slowly and with control, bend your left knee. Now stretch your left foot as far back as you can. Try to keep your left toes off the ground. Stretch back, stretch back, stretch back, stretch back. Go as far as you can. When you can't go anymore, lower your toes. Then lower your knee. Inhale, sweep both of your arms up. Kneeling crescent lunge. Now this time, try to clear your back foot or your left foot out of the way. Walk it more towards the center of your mat and push your hips back. Try to do it no-handed. Come to sit down and lift your arms and your legs up. Boat pose, boat pose. Inhale, half boat. Exhale, twist. Inhale, half. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to the center. Cross your ankles the opposite way if you remember. Promotes balance and symmetry in the body. Cross your ankles. Draw your lower body in. At the same time, bring your upper body forward. Legs are drawing in. Arms are stretching and reaching forward. Plant your hands, especially your thumb and your index fingers, down onto the earth. Roll forward so you can get your knees up there by your elbows. Keep your ankles crossed if you can. Find that crow. Find it. Find it. Look forward. Pull your belly in. Balance on your hands. Good, good, good. Lower your feet down. Downward facing dog. Great job, everybody. Inhale, drop your knees down. Exhale, press your hips back, child's pose. You can move your knees wide or keep your knees close together. Lower your head towards the earth. Arms can stretch in front. Balancing. Arms back towards your feet or on the small of your back. After we build the effort, the yang, the sthira, we start to make that turn, yeah? We start to pivot towards cooling the body down, the yin, the sukha, and the ease. And the first place you start to notice the resilience of the human body is through the breath. So as you're in your child's pose, the breath will start to change. Some qualities, you'll start to notice it very quickly. And through that once that switch is flipped, yeah, the heart rate starts to go down, the respiratory rate starts to go down, your body starts to cool. It's so resilient. It will come back into balance and you don't even have to do anything except allow it to happen. Our natural state is one of harmony and peace and balance. And a lot of times we throw it off because of our minds and how complicated and complex it is. But through the physical practice of yoga, you can reconnect with the simplicity of a mind-body connection and let your body do what it does, which is come into balance. And when that happens, the mind also becomes balanced. Okay, we are going to come forward onto our easiest way for you to end up in a prone position, lying on your belly on your mat, is a wonderful. You stretch your arms out in front of you. Now you don't want your arms stretched out so far that you're like Superman, like flying through the air, like with the cape and all that. No, we don't want that. We're working towards Sphinx pose, which is a nice passive back bend. So you want to bend your elbows a little bit. So there's a little effort or weight in your elbows, and your elbows should be in front of your shoulders. And sometimes we do like Bhujangasana or in this one we want to kind of find that sweet spot in the middle, not extended out, not crunched in, but in the middle. And gaze nice and neutral and soft as well. So don't be looking up towards the sky like up dog. No, we want to look in between our thumbs. In between our thumbs. Gaze is neutral and soft. Towards your feet. Some people like to bring their big toes together to touch, which can bring, hips into alignment and straighten out the sacrum or the tailbone. For some people it doesn't feel good, they like their feet more straight back. Either way is fine. Whichever promotes more ease. Now Sphinx pose is a back bend. And back bends, just as a classification of postures, they increase or boost mood, positivity. They increase energy. But when we do them in a more relaxed way, like this posture, it balances it out. Yes, it can be energizing, but it also can be relaxing at the same time. Big deep breaths in the front side of the body to open it up. As we did a lot of forward folding with our balancing postures, both on our feet. A lot of forward folding. This opens us up the other way, promoting even yet more balance. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. We're going to stay on our bellies. We're going to switch the position of our hands first. We're going to take our arms out like the letter T or like airplane wings, facing down. We're just kind of out to the side. We're going to do a little twisted back bend from here. There's a couple of ways you can do it. Again, I'll introduce it in stages. You decide what works best for you. We'll start with the right side. So bend your right knee. So your right foot is facing towards the ceiling. Now you can just stay here and make a pillow with your hands. This works just fine. We're still opening the front side of the hips and relaxing the back. But to turn this into more of a twist, if you'd like to exert a little bit more effort, you're going to press down with your right hand against the ground. So press down so you can roll onto your left hip. So right knee is bent. Right hand presses into the earth. Roll onto your left hip. And let your right foot fall behind you. Almost imagine that your right toes are going to go up and touch your left wrist. And for some of you, it just might. Yeah, for me, it's not. but that's all right, yeah, twisting. Your right foot down, then lower your left ear down onto the mat. Big twist and a back bend at the same time. Let's slowly start to untwist. So roll your right hip down to the center, release down to the floor, and let's get ready to do the other side. This time bend your left knee. Stay here, create a pillow with your hands and breathe there. It's totally cool. Or press down with your left hand. Roll over, roll onto your right hip. Left leg goes behind you, and once you drop your left foot down, then lower your right ear down. If any of you are yogis out there or yogi geeks and like to look things up, I would love to know the name of this posture. I have no idea what it is. And I'd like to think that me and a yoga student that I had many, many years ago named Tatiana, I'd like to think that me and Tatiana made it up, but I don't think that we did. This pose is probably older than 12 or 15 years ago when I. So we made up a name. We called it Tatiana Asana. Yeah, if you put asana at the end of anything, it makes it into a pose. So we just totally made it up. If somebody has another name for it, please put it up there. I would love to see what it is. No idea. And no idea why I felt like sharing that right now. I just did, yeah. And some of you think I actually know what I'm doing, right? All right, let's untwist, everybody. Untwist. Come on back to the center. Both hips down. Both feet down to the earth. Our belly for a while. We're going to flip over onto our backs. So whatever way makes most sense for you to flip onto your back, flip on over. And after the back bends, hug your knees in. Hug your knees in to balance it out. Rock side to side or make some circles. We're going to work towards compressing the hips again after lengthening them in the back bend. Compression. Working into happy baby. Happy baby. Who doesn't like happy baby, right? It's a great pose. Yeah, pull your knees in. And then you decide, maybe you grab the tops of your knees, your shins, your ankles, or the full expression, you grab the pinky toe sides of your feet. But if that's too far away, you grab onto what you can. Right hand to the right leg, left hand to the left leg, grab. Hug your lower body in. Let's start to move your feet apart. And pull down. Yeah, the sthira, the effort, is in the pulling of your arms, which is going to compress your hip crease, place where your torso meets with your legs, your hip joint. Imagine that your knees are going to drop down to the floor, to the outsides of your hips. You can stay here and hold this statically, or you can rock back and forth. If this really promotes ease in your low back and your hips, stay here and take a couple more breaths. If you'd rather come out of the posture, start to twist, and we can do that. You can do that too. Choice is yours. Yeah, drop your feet Down, I'm choosing to keep my feet wide apart and windshield wiper my legs. Exhale, drop my knees to one side. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, drop my knees to the other side. Or you can bring your feet and your knees close together and drop your knees to one side and take a few breaths. And make sure you change sides and go to the other side, but take your time. Again, in Ashtanga-based vinyasa, about 2/3 the class is a yang-based practice, lots of effort or strength, and now we're gently moving into that place of ease and sukha and relaxation. So take your time. We all cool down at different paces, and for some of us, different poses promote more ease in our body than others. And it's fine. When you feel complete with your twist, again, no hurry, no rush if you're still working on it. We're going to set ourselves up for final relaxation. Knees can stay bent if that's best on your low back, or you can stretch your legs out. Do whatever is comfortable with your hands and your arms. And just like when we started our practice today, our seated position for opening meditation can be different every week, just depending on where we're at. Just as our final relaxation position may need to be different time or week to week, just depending on where we're at, and just honor what that is. So do what makes you feel most relaxed. It might be lying on your back. It might be on your side. It might be on your belly. Some people even like to sit for final relaxation. But whatever you are doing, soften your body as much as you can. And even as your body comes into stillness, you may observe little pockets of tension or muscular effort that remain. Send your breath to those areas, softening, releasing that. And for others of us, being still takes a lot of effort. And that's the mind starts to wander away. Bring it back to your breathing. Pay attention to your breath as it flows in and out. Relax your body, close your eyes. All the hard work that you've done, we now relax and receive the benefits. The more you can relax, the more benefits you receive. slowly transition from this place of rest. So bringing more attention to your breath or taking a few deeper breaths. Reconnecting with your body through some gentle movements or a full body stretch. And then gently start to make your way up to your seat. If you want to roll over onto one side, roll on over. And press yourself up or make your way up in a different way, but just do so gently. Be easy with yourself. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll seal our practice, as always. Anjali Mudra, unconditional love. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching and doing a little something beautiful for yourself during this time. So honored to share this environment with you. Namaste. And I just wanted to, again, thank all of you for tuning in. And next week, because it's Memorial Day, we will not be broadcasting. So I'll be back in 2 weeks. In the meantime, you can check out all the classes that we've done so far on the Battery Atlanta's YouTube channel. All the classes, all the virtual yoga classes are there. So if you want to get a practice in next Monday night, you know we can't be together live, plenty of ways that you can get your yoga on anyway. So I hope all of you have a wonderful holiday weekend, and I look forward to connecting with all of you in 2 weeks. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace.